What's up, my people? Welcome to Vertical Football. Welcome to another episode of the Transfer Web. Guys, Benjamin Sesko to Manchester United. Amazing. So, guys, let's quickly jump into who Benjamin Sesko is and what is he going to bring to Manchester United. This is going to be an honest analysis of what he brings to the club. I know a lot of people are hyped about him moving to Manchester United. A lot of people are, expectant that this guy is going to come and he's going to do amazing things. Well, but I think we need to be honest with ourselves and analyze him honestly. First of all, let me say this before I go further. I've been a fan of Sesko, for 2 years now. I felt Manchester United should have gotten him, in the second year of Erik ten Hag. I really felt we should have gotten him because of the kind of style of play that Erik ten Hag wanted to do, the kind of pressing, and I felt that because we didn't get a lot of pressing, even with the issue with Cristiano, I just felt Sesko would have been a good fit. I just liked him and I felt it would have been a good fit at that time to develop into a top striker for Manchester United. But it didn't happen. The guy said he wanted to, I think he went from Salzburg to Leipzig then. So guys, let me do my honest analysis on Benjamin Sesko, what he brings. I feel the first thing that comes to mind when you see Benjamin Sesko and what he potentially will bring to Manchester United is clear, is pressing. I think you cannot overlook that fact. I think it's going to be a very, very important point he's going to bring to Manchester United in terms of this is a boy that has been schooled in the Red Bull group, Leipzig, Salzburg, and his guy understands pressing. They teach them pressing. So he understands pressing, and I believe that we've said it many times here that Manchester United should press. We should press. We should sit in the mid block to allow teams to come out. I know sometimes, depending on the kind of game, that mid block might be a strategy. But when you are playing the lesser teams in the league, you should never, in my opinion, you should never allow them to build up easily. You press them. Even there are some top teams, that when you look at their shake at the back, you don't let them build up. Don't let them get that confidence. You press them head on. And I believe with the likes of Kouma Mbeumo and Sesko, I believe we're going to get that press. Intelligent, not just running, but intelligent press, because these guys, from what I've seen, they understand how to press. I've seen a lot of games where Kouma wins the ball from a defender that is sloppy. I've seen Mbeumo press massively, high intensity runs. And then this is Sesko from the Leipzig school, the Red Bull school, who understands pressing, who understands how to capitalize on the mistakes of the opposition, the sloppy pass of the opposition, and really scoring. And I believe we'll get a lot of goals by those turnovers, press, keep the opposition in their own half, let the play be done in the opposition half. And I feel it will be good. It will be good to see. I think the second thing that Sesko will bring to Manchester United, which I feel we have, but I feel we have it more better, more stronger, is transition play. I know Mbeumo is there, Kouma is there, Bruno Fernandes is there, Ahmad is there, but Sesko also makes us very, 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 very difficult to contend with on the transition, on the counter attack, because we have to be honest on ourselves. There are some games Manchester United are going to play this season where we won't have the ball because we don't have the qualities to dominate play. And sometimes against the likes of Liverpool, against the likes of maybe Manchester City, Arsenal, we may have to just sit back and hit on the counter. And I believe when you have the likes of Kouma, Mbeumo, and Sesko, I believe we are much more stronger. Even with the likes of Bruno coming from deep, we are much more stronger with Ahmad, much more stronger on the transition, on the counter attack to hot teams. I'm not going to be furious when we are defending some games and hitting on the counter attack, because truly that's our level. That's our level really. So, but I believe with these players, I believe with Sesko will be much more potent. Not that we don't have it, but we'll be much more potent if those three guys in front can really make it work. The third thing for me, I think, which is an improvement on what we have, is aerial threats. Manchester United, I remember the time I was doing a report on Rasmus Højlund and Zexi, and one major thing that struck me then was that two of them are not good with the head. I think the last striker that Manchester United got that was good with the head, apart from the strikers we've gotten that are good with the head are the likes of the oldies in terms of Cavani, Ibrahimovic, Ronaldo, and let's say Lukaku. So we need to get this guy because he helps us. Our two strikers that we had last season were not good on the head, and also I believe that it's as if we don't cross the ball or we don't cross the ball well. We need to, because of with likes of Mbeumo now, Kunwa now. I believe we need to cross the ball more into the box. And when you have a striker like Benjamin Sesko that can make use of his head very well, I believe we should get some goals. At least in this season, our striker should be getting 5 goals from his aerial threat. It's something that adds to the goal tally of the team. We need to score goals. But sometimes when we say we need to score goals, all we are thinking is 1v1s, all we are thinking is cutbacks, sometimes crossing, sometimes corners. We need to improve on all angles to increase our goal tally. We need to be a much more complete team. And I believe this guy helps us in terms of the aerial threat. Now, I think last thing I'll say about the pros is pace and agility. Pace and agility, I feel there's that pace, and that's why he helps in the transition. It helps in the transition. I'm really looking forward to see transition play, because in the Bundesliga, you get, when you get strikers, even the likes of Ekitike that Liverpool got, you get strikers that are good on the transition, because that's the game of the Bundesliga. Counter press, and especially Leipzig, and so counter press, and so you are breaking us in transition. Winning the ball and then breaking in transition. So it's easy to see that this is what it brings. However, now let me go to the other side of things. I believe Sesko, one of the things that I was kind of like cautious about is finishing. Yeah, that was like 2 years ago, which clearly has improved upon. But I know, yes, people have watched highlights, they've seen all those amazing shots and everything, but I still believe that his finishing can be better. It has improved massively from 2 years ago, massively. There's no doubt about that. I feel he can improve. He needs to improve more in his finishing, and I feel he needs to get himself in good positions, to score. And I believe that's also a factor of the team. The team needs to put him in good positions. But I feel he's finishing, because this United team you are coming to is not a team that gets 10 chances a game. Sometimes we do that, but I think the way we are looking at it, sometimes it's just maybe 1-2 chances a striker gets. I hope it's more this season, but I feel his finishing has to be top notch. So in case if you get 3 chances, bury one. I think a third, a shot taken and scored will be very, very nice. I feel Manchester United, yes, it can work for Leipzig, that finishing, but Manchester United is a different ball game. Not losing chances, bearing these chances, I think is very, 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 very important. Very, very important. And I feel second thing I have to say that he needs to improve upon, and we Manchester United fans must be patient with, is hold-up play. His link-up is good, but if you look at the link-up of Sesko, the distance between him and the defender, sometimes there's that distance. But the Premier League don't give you that. They don't give you that distance between the defender and the striker when you drop deep. They don't give you so much of that distance like that, and so the hold-up play is something that clearly is very important for this club, because we don't know how to build up well, we don't build up effectively, and sometimes we have to go to the quick build up method of playing it long, and so the striker must be able to win the ball and then link up, hold up, and link up. And I feel he needs to work on his hold up. Maybe I've not seen much of the hold up because of the way they play in Bundesliga, because of the spaces he's giving. But also, it's clear that he needs to improve on that. From the two I've seen, he needs to improve on the hold up play. He needs to also, his physique needs to get more stronger. This is the Premier League. You need to get more stronger in the physique. It's a boy I love so much, so I'm really, really passionate about. So he needs to get stronger. And I feel, get stronger, don't lose the pace, don't lose the technique, get stronger and be more of a threat to the team. So guys, Benjamin Sesko to Manchester United. This is my opinion on this transfer news. So guys, please, I know you have your opinions on it. Do you agree with what I've said about Sesko? He's a boy I love. is a boy I feel Manchester United fans should be patient with. It's not someone that's a finished article. I believe it's something that we would see interchange between Zexi and him. I feel we should see that. Zexi at least has had a season in the Premier League, already understands the league. We have to be patient with Sesko because I believe he's an amazing talent, could be a very great striker for Manchester United, but fans need to be patient with him. He's not the finished article yet. Despite the videos you are seeing, it's not yet the finished article. This is someone that I have followed and someone I love so much. So let's be patient with him. He has the talent, he can deliver. So guys, let me have your opinions on Benjamin Sesko. What do you think I've said that you agree with? What do you disagree with? Let's have that discussion until I see you next time. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and most importantly, share.